This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform to help you stand out and succeed online. Hey party people, welcome back. It's Emily, and today we have a lot planned for the Lego City. I was at Brickworld Chicago last week, and while I was there, I was just so inspired by everything I saw, and I'm thinking like, how can I incorporate those things into my Lego City? Before I left, I put out an update showing all of the progress to Uptown Ladybirg, and I feel really good about everything in that update, but now I'm like, okay, what's next? Since the last city update, I have actually changed something, so let me know if you see it in the comments. But what I want to focus on today is the botanical gardens here. This is from Lego Friends, and I think this set is just absolutely gorgeous. We have this nice little pond in the front with the little chocolate duckies. And then this tree build here as well is probably one of my favorite tree builds I've seen, especially seeing it in Lego Friends. Like, that's so exciting. And I'm kind of hoping for the Lego City to expand upon that and make a bunch of trees kind of similar all throughout this area. Let me actually just spin the set around real quick. There we go. It is just such a beautiful set. I am really blown away by how quality and fun Lego Friends has been recently. And so I figured it'd be a perfect build to have in this Uptown Ladybirg kind of area. It's a giant dog park. Having a big greenhouse would be really fun. But the only issue with this set is that it's not really complete. Like most Lego Friends sets, the whole back is open. So today I want to actually go to the Lego store and get a second one of these sets. That way we can kind of enclose this area a little bit more because it comes with 2 of these dome pieces. We need, 4 for like a full building. But something else really cool here that I want to try with this set is to utilize the mill system in our Lego City. Everything in our Lego City is elevated by a brick and a plate. And this part here is a pond and it's elevated in the set. But how cool would it be to build deep into the Lego City and have the pond kind of at surface level here or even lower? Because that's exactly what I did over in this giant paw print lake. I built right on top of the base plate and then like built up from there. You can kind of see a gap in the mills system right over here. So yeah, I guess that's kind of the goal for today, is to integrate the botanical gardens into the Lego City and have it kind of fit in with the mills infrastructure. But there's one major thing that needs to happen before that can happen. We need to go buy a second botanical garden set. So I'm about to head to the Lego store to purchase one. I'll bring it back, put it into the city, and hopefully it looks really cool. We'll see. Anyways, y'all, we are at the mall. It is really hot, so we're gonna keep this quick. You guys are gonna be so proud of me, okay? So I called ahead. I picked up the phone and I called the Lego store. I asked them if they had the botanical garden set in stock, because I looked on the website and it said that they didn't have it in stock, but I knew better. I knew they might have it. And they did, and I asked them on the phone if they'd be able to hold it for me. They said, okay. All hail the Lego store staff at the Barton Creek Mall. I also asked about gifts with purchase in stock. There's nothing in stock. Kind of a bummer, but the gift with purchase threshold is kind of insane right now. It's like $250 for the Houses of the World 2, and then $50 or $100, I honestly forget, for that little summer polybag part pack. And we've talked about this before. We're trying to live our lives a little bit more economical. Is that even the right word for that? I don't know. I'm trying to spend money better. And so the gifts with purchase don't matter anyways. It's not free if you're spending more than you would have anyways in order to get it. So they don't matter. They're irrelevant today because we are only here for the botanical garden for the Lego City. I need to get out of this car because it's like 100 degrees outside and probably really unsafe being in there. While I was on the phone with them, I also asked about new pick-a-brick pieces and they said there were none. All the cards are lining up for me today. I'm only here for the botanical gardens. I'm actually not even spending any money because I've been really good about my Lego VIP points. I have enough for the set and I'm redeeming them for the botanical gardens. So today's shopping trip is free. Woo! I want a cookie. So yeah, I hope they have it. They said they'd hold it for me, but you can never be too sure. I hope they didn't forget, Wait, I just walked by American Eagle. Do y'all see this hat? Isn't that cute? I actually really want that. I just feel like I need a better summer wardrobe. Like, I was trying to find shorts today and I couldn't find any. I think I need new clothes soon. But anyways, we got to the Lego store. They have this giant Ninjago display. And actually in the Lego City right now, we're having a lot of fun with like the concept of a monorail. So this oh my gosh, that kid. This giant monorail kind of thing here. We want to do that, kind of connecting Uptown Ladybirg to downtown Ladybirg. And I don't know what that'll look like, or motors or whatever, but that is what we're working on and conceptualizing. Oh my god. And then on the other side of the Lego store, they have the giant Batcave set. The glare is terrible, but I promise you it's there. The X-Wing, Pac-Man, but then this giant free gift with purchase that I wasn't aware of because I'm so bad at keeping up with this. For Lego City, Princess, Dots, Friends, and or Harry Potter purchases of 70 or more. And it's just like this little Dots jewelry box thing. I don't really want it, but now y'all know it's there. Okay, let's head in. Like I've emphasized many times already, my eyes are only set on this set today, the Lego Friends Botanical Garden. It's $80 and it is just such a beautiful build. I've seen a few versions of it on Rebrickable where they've like modularized it to make it fit well into a Lego city. That's not what I'm doing here. I mean, it's going into my Lego city, but I just want 2 of them so that this dome here is complete. I don't know exactly what it'll look like yet, but I know it's gonna look really good in our central bark kind of area for Uptown Ladybird. So they already grabbed one for me. I'm gonna grab this one just in case and just maybe look around more. I don't know. I just set that there for now. And also with July 1st coming up really soon, there's a Disney gift with purchase for like $100 or more of Disney sets. And I've gotten a lot of questions about whether like the new Lego Ideas Hocus Pocus will count towards that. So I asked and I'm waiting for him to come back and let me know. I kind of feel like it won't count, but that would kind of suck if that's the case. It's a Disney set, you know? Also, these 2 kids just came up and said hi. They recognized me from TikTok and it was really cute. Now we're gonna check out the Pick-a-Brick wall. I called ahead and asked if they had any new pieces and they said no, and that kind of seems like that's the case. We have some cheese slopes, some red pieces that would be kind of nice for like Uptown Ladybird. Like I just love this kind of color scheme, but I can't really think of any uses for these slopes here. Actually, these would be nice, but I feel like we have a bunch of them at home. These 2x2 jumper tiles, they're just so nice for pathways. What we really need right now in the Lego City is parts for trees, and I love the Lego City tree builds that they're doing, like this one here actually. I would love to have all of the trees in the Lego City kind of use this technique, but we'd have to make a bulk order of these brown pieces, and I don't know how much it'll cost, etc. So I don't know, hopefully there's like another method we can use that's a little bit more cost effective. There are some really useful pieces here, like these L-shaped plates. We have like 4 or 5 cups of those at home already, so I don't need any of those. But then these as well. I've been using these so much just because they cover so much area, so it just saves pieces rather than laying down a bunch of those tiny plates. But for the most part, there's really no new pieces here, which is kind of nice because if that were the case, I would probably buy them, and I don't need to be doing that. We have so many pieces at home, so that's actually a blessing. That's good to know. But also the guy just came back and told me about the Hocus Pocus gift with purchase kind of situation, so I'll tell you more about that in the car. Anyways, I'm gonna grab this, do one more lap around the store, and see if there is anything here that I need, but I doubt it. Okay, wait, I actually lied to you. So these flowers here, there's some tree builds in Lego Friends that make use of these green Technic pieces that make up the stems and these botanicals. And I'm thinking about picking up a bunch of them because those pieces would be so handy for trees, but those are really expensive trees at like, what, 2 trees, $13, like $6 each for a tree. I just feel like there's probably a better way to go about spending my money than that, especially since I still feel like these trees are the superior build. Like, look at that. That is beautiful. So pretty. Okay, I've decided this is all I'm getting today, so let me go check out. I'm using points for this. I got it. All right, I got my Lego. That was actually a really good time. So I didn't get a gift with purchase this time. Again, like I said earlier, they ran out, which is totally fine because I already have the Houses of the World 2, and I also wasn't gonna spend $250 today, as well as the summer parts pack. So I'm actually totally good without them. Would it have been nice? Yes, but I don't need it. We're good. In other news, it's like 130 degrees out here. Not really. Actually, I don't know because I didn't check the weather, but it's gotta be at least 100. This is brutal. Wow. I feel like a daredevil right now. This thing that I'm on, it looks like I was about to fall through the earth. And Ross and I were actually thinking about barbecuing today. The weather is hot, but it's perfect barbecue weather. And the price of meat's gone down. The price of meat used to be insane, and it's still kind of crazy, but it's lower. So that's a lot of incentive for us to like go to the store, buy some steak, and have a really nice little barbecue evening. Plus, Ladybird freaks out every time we light the grill. It's literally her favorite thing. So yeah, we'll see. I might go pick up some steaks later. There's also like a jalapeno shortage, so I don't know what's going on. What is this world? Why can't you find jalapenos? Like, what? Okay, anyways, Lego. I got some pretty exciting news from the store manager regarding the Lego Disney gift with purchase coming out July 1st. I think it's available the 1st through 9th. Don't quote me. You know how bad I am with these things. It's so hard to keep up with it. But yeah, so I've gotten so many questions about whether Hocus Pocus counts towards the gift with purchase, but it's Lego Ideas, so it's not Disney. So what's going on with that? So I asked, and he said that it does count. So thank goodness, thank Lego. Part of me was like, it probably won't. but I'm glad it does. So yeah, that counts, as well as pretty much any Disney set. They said non-Star Wars or Marvel Disney sets, which I'm like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. So yeah, anything Disney counts towards it. Even Duplo, that giant Duplo Disney castle, that'll count. All of the brick heads, the mini scale Disney castle, the big Disney castle. And for some reason, the Jack Sparrow brick head was surprisingly on the list, and that retired in like 2018. So anything goes. I don't know why that was on the list. Now it's that part of the video where we do a car haul. When we were at Brick World, we did a convention haul, and we were trying to find David Hall, but we couldn't find him. I just thought it would be funny to include him. Get it? Because haul. This is it. This is our haul, the Botanical Gardens from Lego Friends. I spent $0. Actually, let me show you. See that right there? $0. Your girl is saving money. These are big moments for me. I think it's time to head home. It's 3:30. Traffic is gonna be no bueno, and I want to get this into the city tonight, because if I can get a lot done, then maybe we can grill later, and I really want to grill. I want steak. It's finally cheap, so you know, why not? It's summer. I'll see you guys back at home. Never mind, actually I need gas. My car's almost out of fuel. Oops. And it's kind of funny, like right next to the mall, they have this like very southern looking gas station. Like check it out. It's a Rudy's Barbecue. It's like a barbecue / gas station. I guess the jalapeno shortage hasn't hit here. Filled up the fuel tank. For those of you wondering, gas was $3.15 a gallon. And now we're finally heading home. Hi again. I have the set, now I need to build. First, I needed to find all the pieces I would need for this. I'm really just trying to enclose the set, not expand the footprint. I'll probably need to make it a bit bigger around the central atrium later, but right here, I'm just focused on closing in this window. And y'all, I'm struggling. I thought this whole thing would take 20 minutes max to build and put into the city, but wow, this window alone took me like 45 minutes. I'm really not great at this, but I'm trying to learn. I have no idea how mock builders actually make buildings. I also now have a heightened appreciation for architects. Like, they're able to make buildings safe and functional and pretty, and I'm learning in this moment that I'm terrible at that. And so next, I wanted to actually set it into its forever home in the Lego City. Using mills is so helpful here because I can easily integrate it and create some depth rather than just set it on top of a base plate or on the top surface here. But now I'm working on the larger window in this wing of the botanical garden. It's actually pretty wild. I have the instructions in front of me while building, and I can see what it's supposed to look like because it's already built on the other side. But the interior builds with the plants all had to be rearranged slightly, and a lot of the archways on the ends of the wing had to be moved. This whole process, honestly, has been way more challenging than I initially expected. Some surgery had to occur to get these windows installed, but it looks pretty nice when it's finished off. The atrium with the giant tree and butterflies was the biggest learning curve for me though. I'm learning a lot about mocking and modifying today. I thought the set would have all the pieces I would need to continue working on the building to enclose it, but I didn't plan ahead well enough here. I installed a door out to what will become a nice garden / outdoor extension of the botanical gardens. I feel like including some plants outside will make it look prettier and more integrated into the Lego City rather than just a giant botanical gardens there with nothing around it. It definitely needs some sort of nature outside. For the atrium though, I'm missing a lot of the curved pieces I would need to fully enclose it in the way that I imagined. So I had to improvise a bit with the walls. I settled on a majority glass exterior here with lots of greenery to kind of hide my sloppy craftsmanship. It's a good start. I might revisit it later, but so far I'm actually really happy with it. Then I kind of got exhausted and overwhelmed by all of this, and I asked Ross to finish it off for me. In the meantime, I built this cute little tiki hut in the park. I'll do a separate video on my plans over in this region later. Then Ross continued with the outdoor gardens and a really neat waterfall. I really like how this looks and hadn't even considered using this waterfall piece sideways. Maybe we'll put a bridge here eventually, kind of going over that river section, but I'm definitely a fan of where this is at so far. Let me know down in the comments what you think as well, but this is way better than I would have hoped. Like, I didn't think it would actually look this nice, especially with the outside gardens as well. This waterfall kind of feature with all the flowers around it and the butterflies, the tree. This is so pretty, and I love the walking path over there. We're kind of running out of space in this area here because the walkway is so tiny, and then like over here we're like right up against the edge. but we're gonna make it work because we're gonna have a wall along here, so we'll probably just extend this area just slightly. And then I love the swirly tiles here because that's what we kind of see inside. It's kind of hard to see, but the pink coral pieces inside make a similar kind of shape to what we're seeing here. We still need to add some minifigures here, kind of like walking around, maybe taking some photos. But then looking at the other side in this pond here, I know we talked earlier about maybe like placing it deeper into the city, but that was going to be a lot of work, and I feel like it kind of makes sense since it is a very man-made structure. It's a man-made pond. It can be above ground. It's easier that way, and it's not totally bizarre to see something like that. But I'm just really happy with how this is turning out. This whole atrium area is fully enclosed, and even though the sidings don't look perfect, and obviously like the gray isn't very fitting there, it's a good start. And then we can probably go to like bricks and minifigs or like look at the pab wall to get the correct pieces there later at some point. This part over here is like not even started yet, but a big thing that I want to happen is to have it kind of seamlessly go to the stairs. So like have some sort of pathway or, you know, walkway of some sort just to make it look like this stairway here is part of this, and that hasn't even been attempted yet. We also need to complete this major walkway to have it attach over here, and that'll just take some more time. It wasn't really on the priority list for today. Really, we accomplished everything that I wanted to. I maybe wish we got a little bit further, but I am very happy with the progress so far. Anyways, let me know all your thoughts down in the comments. Is there anything that we should maybe attempt or change differently? Any advice for further integrating it into the city? Definitely let me know. That being said, thank you everyone so much for watching, and now let me tell you a little bit more about the sponsor of this video, Squarespace. Squarespace has everything you need to establish your brand online. Building a brand presence is not always easy, and it's often hard to imagine on your own. That's why the templates were a game changer for me. I love the aesthetic of my website, and even though I'm not selling merch yet, I do have some things in the works for all of you party people. It's great knowing that I can launch the items on my website once they're ready, so everything's kind of in one place. And not only can you sell with Squarespace, you can also create your custom merch with Squarespace. Squarespace handles the production, inventory, and shipping of the items, which are all things that I don't know much about and don't really want to spend my time doing. Mailing things is hard. I'm also excited about the analytics features. Coming from a data science background, numbers are so fascinating to me, and Squarespace has the analytics tools you need in order to understand your audience. Take the leap now to start growing your brand presence with a website. Head over to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Emmasaurus to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Thank you again to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.